Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the Greg Gregsby. I'm just kidding. No one's watching this video, except for me. Let's get started. Today, I am playing a little game called Kyle is Famous. Now, if you don't know what Kyle is Famous is, neither do I, because I just downloaded the game from Steam. But without further ado, let's get started. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Roll credits. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Yes, that is what being popular means. Inside is called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Let's do this. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away or exit the bed, or browse social media. Well, if it were me personally, I would wither away. But seeing how, as I'm Kyle, the superstar, we're leaving the bed. We're getting up. We're going to scavenge. Yeah, let's scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs. God damn it, I hate bugs. Bugs are abominations. No, not even all bugs. Stink bugs are the worst kind of bugs. They're just so disgusting. Honestly, they should be smithen from the earth, but that's just my objective opinion. Yeah, I know what I said. I guess we're going to gossip.
What are you so happy about?
Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight Mr. Woods. What the hell? No, F you. F you. No, don't do that. There was a stunned silence. Then the door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. Yeah, that's quite enough. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. I guess we'll sit at the desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Sure, we'll write notes for the interview. Kyle wrote down his first question. Am I a mother? Are you a mother? Is your mother a mother? You're asking the real questions here, Kyle. And it's, am I a mother? Plot twist. Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Actually, I have. It's disgusting. Don't do it. The only plausible question here is beef, mashed or blended? God damn it. Kyle wrote down his third question. Do you ever smile? What's your funniest story? I purposely ran over a pup. Why would you do that? Why would you say that, Kyle? Okay, that one's out of the question. I guess let's ask her funniest story. Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Okay, just yell that at her. Seems viable to me. Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Kyle made his way over... Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. What's in the drawer? Kyle opened up the side drawer on the desk and grabbed one of his items stored there. A small key. Sort of change. I'll take the key. Why not? Okay, let's go back to the room. We can open the closet. Yes, let's get dressed, Kyle. Choose an outfit. Jeans and swimming goggles, skunk pasties, a slick suit, and a suit of armor. Okay. Yes. Now, if I was joking, I would choose the suit of armor. But if I was being serious, I'd choose the slick suit. If I want to look my best, I would choose the jeans and swimming goggles. Let's do it. Kyle's decided on a fashion-forward casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's get out of here. Let's leave the apartment. Yes. Kyle walked into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. I don't want to visit my neighbor. He's a goddamn bug man. Let's go to the tech store. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate, cut-out mascot with flashing lights. I could steal Techno Jim. I could give you a free sample. What kind of free samples are they handing out here? This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out of the back. Why are they giving free samples of phones? Kyle continued, the phone also has a screen issue after I used it to hammer nails into the wall for a painting. Kyle, you're a psychopath. A sociopath at best. Furthermore, when I submerged it in water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Kyle, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Feeling he had made his argument, Kyle decided to leave. ... Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. I'm an English major. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Approached Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Scream and spin in circles. So politely. Alright, let's scream and spin in circles. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. God damn it. Okay, start interview. Oh, what is this music? Hold on, it's loud. Okay, never mind. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Let's start the broadcast. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduced Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Blah, blah, blah. 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 I'm having an aneurysm. What the fuck? In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Kyle prepared himself by starving. Endings unlocked 1 out of 25. God damn, that's a lot of endings. I don't want to do all of them. Okay, let's reset. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Okay, we're going to browse social media. Kyle started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Read article. Stay Up Late with Kyle ranked number 1 and number 2 show on television. Nice. Get out of bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his room. Let's open the closet. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor. Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal soup around his dumpy self. Okay. Sit at desk. Let's write some notes. Okay, we didn't actually get to asking her the questions, so let's do the same as we did last time. Beef. Funny story. Are you guilty? Kyle ripped this page of the notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Alright, back to the room. Okay, so we need to eat something. So let's go to the kitchen. Open the fridge. Let's get some eggs. Eat the crust on the fridge wall. Eat the fridge. What the fuck? Eat condiments. Okay. Yeah, let's eat the fridge. Just casually eat the goddamn. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Kyle's goddamn dead. What the hell? Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. The noises. God damn it. What? In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Seems about right. Let's check the pantry. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Back to the kitchen. Return to the hallway. Leave apartment. I don't know. We don't have any time to do anything. Just go to the tech store and give a review on the samples. This phone said Kyle is blah 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 blah. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of here. Best 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on Yelp. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from okay, blah blah blah. Approach Rachel. Good evening. Kyle, blah blah blah. We read that already. Kyle responded, answered politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in a greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the podcast. Alright, start the podcast. Good evening, everybody. Blah 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 blah. Introduced Rachel. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped and vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more. Oh, God damn it. Ow. I hurt myself in real life. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm sure we have lots to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his question on the floor, stood up and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes! Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. Call police! Oh, shit. This took a turn. This took a goddamn turn. This music is loud and I can't turn it down. I am sorry for this loud music, but I don't know how to turn it down for the game. Hello, police, said Kyle. I believe I found a criminal! Rachel began to run towards the exit. On her way, she swatted Kyle's phone out of his hand. Trip her! Kyle stuck out his leg. Rachel stumbled and crashed to the floor. But in a moment, she was on her feet. She drew a blunt weapon seemingly out of thin air and started to swing at Kyle. Before Kyle had a chance to react, a figure burst through the roof and blocked Rachel's attack. Oh no! Oh It was Bugman! It was a middle-aged woman in a bug-shaped mask. She was brandishing a bug-shaped stick. The woman began to fight with Kyle, flicking her weapon back and forth with surprising speed. Rachel tried to fight back, but it was obvious she was no match for the interceptor. With one quick movement, the bug vigilante drew her foot high above the head and drove it straight into Rachel's hand. The weapon clattered to the floor. Rachel attempted to run again, but was met with a stick to her legs. She fell at the feet of a police officer just arriving from Kyle's call. Rachel was charged with 7 cases of grand larceny. After her first month in jail, Rachel started a reality TV show filmed in her cell about prison cooking. The show gained immense popularity, and somehow the public began to love Rachel all the more. Kyle made guest appearances on Rachel's show many times. The identity of the bug vigilante was never known. She remained a mysterious but important part of local law enforcement. What the hell was that? God damn it, I think I lost my mind midway through. Okay. Let's go one more time. Okay. Blah blah blah. Skip this part. Alright, this is the last one. And you know what? We're gonna be the most actually, I was gonna say we're gonna be the most ridiculous, but I kinda ate a goddamn fridge. Goddamn bug woman came from the ceiling and okay, never mind. You know what? This time we're gonna be completely serious, okay? We're gonna exit the bed. We're going to sit at the desk, write notes for the interview. Okay? And we're gonna be you a mother. What are some diet tips? What's your funniest story? What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? You know what? Let's do that one. Just spice it up a bit. You know, you gotta put some Tabasco in your jambalaya. Actually, you gotta put a lot of spicy stuff in your jambalaya and make a spicier meal. Okay, whatever. Back to the room. Okay. Exit bedroom to the hallway. And we're going... Actually, we have to... God damn it. I messed up. Restart. Skip. Okay. Exit the bed. Sit at the desk. We're going to write some interview notes. Say you're a mother. Some diet tips. What's your funniest story? Do you feel guilty? There we go. Check the drawer. Grab the key. Back to desk. Back to room. Okay, so... Let's do the gas.
What are you so happy about?
Oh, I heard Rachel May is going on a trip soon, out of the country. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more! Well, what I will tell you is that every night a bug man, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's quite enough. Okay, go to the hallway. We need to eat food, so move to the kitchen, check the pantry, unlock with small key. Okay, look in pantry. Instead of assortments of canned goods, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. What the God damn it. I'll grab it. Back to the kitchen. Open the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit and grilled sausage. Eat a smash. I'm gonna eat it against my better judgment. That was not the sound of eating eggs. That was the same sound that was used to eat the fridge. You eating the fridge on me, Kyle, and not telling me? Alright, well, that's all we had time. God damn it! I'm an idiot. I hit exit by accident. Alright, I'm gonna speedrun this. Speedrun. Scavenge. Gossip. More. That's quite enough. Sit at desk. Write notes. Are you a mother? Diets. Funniest story. Guilty. Back to desk. Check drawer. Get the small key. Back to desk. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, whatever. This. Then we go to the kitchen, check pantry, unlock the small key, look in pantry, grab bottle of lard, back to kitchen, open fridge. Okay, return to the kitchen, and that's all we have time for. Return to bedroom, I guess? I don't know. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, Rachel smiled quickly, turned to shock. She realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. Oh no. Okay, I lied. This is the last one. I wanted to do a normal one, just for the last one. Choose an outfit. Okay. Slick suit. Sit at desk. Interview notes. Are you a mother? I zoned out for a second. Diets. Funniest story. Do you feel guilty? Back to desk. Checking desk drawer. Okay. Get the small key. Back to desk. Back to room. You know what? Let's hear the gossip. Blah, blah, blah. Just in case I need it. Okay. Exit bedroom to hallway. And then we need to go to the kitchen. Open fridge. Prepare breakfast. Eat. Return to kitchen. Check pantry. Lock the small key. Look in pantry. Dang it. I couldn't get the lard. The lard was imperative to my success in this run. Oh well. We'll make do without it. Okay. Skip through this stuff. Answer politely. Shake hands. Stop broadcast. Introduce Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of eating blah blah blah. Okay, we did this one. Okay. So let's start with are you a mother? Rachel, I and many others would love to know, are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle, but what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt into the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. What? Rachel laughed elegantly. Oh, that's how she laughs. No, that's absolutely not. Kyle decided to move on. Probably for the best. What are some diet tips? Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled. Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided to not comment, and move on. Yeah, I wonder why you're flabby, Kyle. You're eating whole goddamn fridges like a piece of monkey. Monkeys don't even eat fridges. You're just a psychopath. Kyle asked another question. Do you feel guilty? Rachel, do you feel guilty? Asked Kyle, hitting her with a hard question. Rachel raised her eyebrows. About what specifically, Kyle? Things in general. Life. Rachel did not answer immediately. I think, she said, that goddamn dogs are barking. She said that everyone has things they regret, but those things aren't always what others would expect. Rachel folded her hands in her lap and didn't have anything more to say. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from the paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very... together! Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Kyle prepared very well. Okay. Well, that was pretty mundane, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's all I have time for. Kyle's hot dog. Ooh. Okay, I'll take a look at that one next time. But that's all I have time for right now. So if you've liked the video, remember to like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment saying I'm an idiot. And I'm just kidding, I'm the only one watching it. Bye-bye.